Honestly, it don't look that bad in the camera. Maybe I ought to drive through the camera because it seems like you can see a little better. But it's, boy, when I come up here this morning, man, it was foggy. You couldn't see 2 foot in front of your face. It was dark. This old dog ain't got the best headlights. It definitely, when you haven't been trucking for a while, it was definitely a little nerve-wracking for that to be your first trip. But the sun's out now. Hopefully, if it keeps raining like this, it ought to cut through this fog and get it out of here. But I don't know. It's just the air is so warm, and you still got snow on the ground in places, so it's, you know, I guess the air's warm, but the ground's cold, and it just, it's foggy. But yeah, we're trucking, so we'll try to get as much done as Mikey did yesterday. That's the goal, because if I don't get as much done as he did, then he's going to pick on me, and we can't have that. Looks like some fellas run off the road here this morning. It's very possible if they come around that corner and there was an Amish buggy, and in the fog you come up on them quick. That's the biggest problem with trucking around here. It's just a lot of buggies. And I'm sure if they come around that corner. Now see, I'm ready for it, so I already going slow around there, but I'm sure they come around that corner in the fog, and wham, there they were. Everybody locked the brakes up, complete chaos, down in the ditch. Oh, old girl's dirty. Oh, my goodness. Actually, it's not as bad now with the rain. It's kind of cleaned it off. We're kind of running out of room in here. That's about all the tree length we got. Well, no, there's probably another load and a half sitting up in the field. And then we about got most of the tree length down here to the loader. I think he's gonna cut this is tree length. He's gonna cut the rest of this up today. These are veneer logs that were, it's like 2 different people in that pile that we're gonna send to. So one guy, we just send it right to him, and the other guy, he likes to come out and scale them and buy them here at the job first. So what we're going to do is when we get most of it cut there, we're probably going to dig through the pile, take the one guy's logs up, and then lay the other guy's logs out right here. So I'm going to load a load of low grade, load a load of low grade. Boy, that was a tongue twister, wasn't it? And take it up the road because he's running out of road to put it. And then he had some errands to run this morning, and he's gonna be back. So I'll probably take a load of low grade, then I'll come back and get a load of mat logs, I'm thinking. Unless he gets here and cuts up enough, but yeah, let's get her loaded. And this fog is relentless. I'm doing like 35 miles an hour. Well, I'm empty now. But on the way up to the mill with that low grade, I'm just easing along. Can't see but 50 feet in front of you. And I topped over the hill and there was a daggone mail van sitting in the middle of the road. And then you can't see. You don't know if anybody's coming the other way because half these idiots out here don't even have their headlights on. You ever notice that the ones that don't have their headlights on are always white or gray cars? What's the deal with that? I guess it's just like not as smart of people drive gray or white cars. Got me, but almost every car you pass that don't have its headlights on is a white or gray car. So it makes it even harder to see in this fog to start with. Looked at the hourly, it says this fog's supposed to be breaking about 11 o'clock, but it's 11 o'clock now and it's still just as foggy. This makes for a really, really, really stressful day. Could be a lot easier if we could just ride around and enjoy ourselves, but this is the hand we're dealt, so I guess we got to play with it. We got a load of mats on. Take it up there, come back, preload one for tomorrow. We got some other trucks coming in the morning to haul, so I'm gonna get preloaded so I ain't here hemming everything all up in the morning. We we can get an early start. Yeah, not a whole lot of excitement going on today, even the dog's bored. What do you do? Well, the plan was today. All you can do is laugh. We're just gonna push this slop off. But keep in mind now the ground is thawed out, and not only did it thaw completely out, but you got all the snow melt. And Saturday night we got probably 2 inches of rain on completely saturated ground, and it was completely thawed out, so it sucked up every ounce of it. Going up this main skid road through the field, it's the only downfall to that big tiger cat. It ruts it up. So this part of this field was rutted up, which of course he folded it in so it would drain basically, right? But because it completely thawed out, you got like loose dirt going through the ruts. It sucked up every daggone square inch of rain that hit the ground and run off. And I mean, that now there's 2 ruts. You can't really tell, but there's 2 spots in that road that the dozer won't even go through. It's just like 2 foot of pure cow manure running up through there. It's supposed to freeze tonight, get down to like 25 degrees. If it does, it'll stiffen this stuff up a little bit, so it won't be, I mean, look, I mean, it's just, look, I mean, you can't, I mean, as I'm pushing it off, it's sloughing down the hill, and we got to be careful. There's a creek right down there, so we can't get too carried away pushing this slop off. But tomorrow morning we're hoping it'll be frozen enough where this wiggly jiggly mud will stiffen up a little bit. We can shove it off. We may end up having to use a different, like move down the hill or up the hill if we can even make the turn to get up. We may have to use a different spot up through there, I'm not sure. But I just tried to push. So that steep road going up through that woods, I tried to push the slop off of that, and I was getting down deep to some dry dirt, but there's like 2 foot of pure muck on top. And I get to the bottom of the hill, I got 2 triaxle loads of muck I got to do something with. And if we push that road too deep, we'll never get it to drain, and then we better get done before it rains again. And Lord knows this time of year that ain't gonna happen. So we're calling it quits, but it's windy today, so we was thinking if we got some of this slop off, it would dry, but just not realizing it's as wet as it is. Just, yeah, we're just in a pickle right now. All right, we come here this morning hoping and praying for some frozen ground, but it didn't even get down to 35 degrees tonight. So the weather said it was supposed to get down to 25. It 10 degrees off, so. The plan with hoping that slop would crust up was just a pipe dream, I guess, because it's not going to happen. So the plan today is we're going to track up in there with the dozer. We got a pretty steep hillside we're going to cut, and just pull them up top somewhere, stage them in an open area. That way when it does get right and we can get a skidder around in this place, Lord knows when that's going to happen, we'll be able to roll right along. It's got to be the wettest I've seen it in a long time. I mean, it's wet. And it's like that basically up and down the East Coast. I mean, everybody you talk to is just mudded out. I mean, you just can't go. And it's not just wet. I mean, you can't go. I mean, the skidder just immediately goes up to the belly pan and you just can't go. So that's the plan for today. I'm gonna cut this video off here. So whatever I tape today will go on the next one. Trying to keep the videos in that 10 to 12 minute range. They load faster. So that's what I'm trying to do. Cause like I say, it gets a little long and I can't get them loaded. There's not much excitement in this one, but I'm trying to stay on a routine, so I'm posting 1 a week, 2 a week. That way I don't kind of get off track. And I don't think it's a bad idea to show the good, bad, and the ugly. You know, if I just showed all the cool stuff, then everybody think all we're doing is having fun out here. And it's not always like that. So thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.